We are live. We're doing the Q&A live in the Super Clean giveaway. Why is there such a big glare today? Huh. I don't know what to do with the lights. It's just gonna be a little bit glary. That's fine. It's gonna be just fine. The shop's a little bit of a mess. You're gonna have to excuse that. It's been busy. Been real busy. So we're gonna wait till like, I don't know, like 6:10, 6:15 to do the giveaway. Just because we don't want to, we want to give some time for everybody to jump on here. So far we are at, what is it, 6:01? Yeah, let's see. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I can't remember if there was something I needed to do on that side. And check it. So we got a shop full of stuff right now. There's the parts Honda back there. That is a 2018 Ranger 150. Hey, what's going on, Alrad 5686? Hey, what's up, Rick Herford? And we'll get the Commander. I'm gonna call that a Maverick this entire time, so you're just gonna have to live with it. There's probably more. My Outlander's outside somewhere down the hill. Got a Maverick down there somewhere. And what else we got? We got the Ranger out there. Not everything's in the shop, just as if I bought too much. Couldn't really fit it all in there, and the this Commander is just kind of in the way. So, what's going on? Alrad 5686 said, shop looks like you have a bunch of projects going on. Yeah, been buying a lot. So that's the Honda parts bike. I haven't had much luck selling it. This is a 2018 Ranger 150. I picked it up for $1,500, or no, I paid $750 for that one. And it needed a master cylinder. Probably gonna end up keeping this one for my kids. Hood's broke, you can kind of tell right there. Locked up master, and it just needs serviced. And I kind of had a gamble when I was buying it. They didn't, the battery's dead. So, and I managed to forget my jump box at home. So I just fired it up. Was like, we'll see. Loaded it up, did not want to roll. Got it home, found out the master cylinder failed on it. Thing's got 35 hours. 35 hours on it. Now this one is technically a Chinese, but you can't really get something like this not Chinese. All the little kids quads nowadays are all Chinese. That's the Commander. That's gonna be the next video. I'm probably giving away a bunch of stuff that I'm doing to it with it in here. And then the mower over there. And then I don't have everything in here. And I got an 08 Ranger 500 EFI that I bought last Friday. It runs. He said he dropped it off at a shop and it kept having intermittent issues. Turns out it's the brakes, the emergency brake. And there's a Maverick 1000 I have sitting outside too. It needs a transmission. Picked that thing up for $1,500, but cosmetically it's pretty rough. And I don't know that I want to do the transmission after finding out you have to pull this is the same thing pretty much, almost identical. The Maverick and the Commander, like this has a bed on it that has like storage and stuff, and like the Maverick has what looks like an Outlander, Can-Am Outlander rear rack in the back. A little bit of a different front fascia, but for the most part, they're almost the same thing. I think there may be some different gearing in them, I'm not sure. But man, pulling that motor and that transmission looks like a pain. And I started looking at plastics cost and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. So, Justin Beal, I'm butchering that name, I'm sorry, man. Where are you located? I am in Oklahoma. I'm like Oklahoma, Texas. Like it takes me 10, 15 minutes to get to Texas from here. Alrad 5686. I'm in Gulfport, Mississippi, and everything I look at on Marketplace around here is beat to death. You know, sometimes it's like that here too. Like everything's just beat. Some of it you gotta like look for the diamond in the rough. Like it looks beat, but it's not beat. Now this one here, the Ranger came from Marketplace. The Commander is actually in fantastic shape. That came from an In Search Of ad. Some of these stuff I get, the Ranger I was talking about earlier, the 08, the EFI one that's down there, that one came from my website. He found me because he didn't want to deal with Marketplace. It's clean. It is hands down the cleanest Red Ranger I've ever bought. And the Maverick I was talking about, that one came from an In Search Of ad as well. I've actually had really good luck out of those lately. My paid ads have done nothing. And almost a waste of time. So, yeah. NC Mode Adventures. NCMO Adventures. Oh, 4936. What's up? What's going on, man? What's good? We're just in the shop here chilling today. It is cold here, and it got cold fast. And it was at 6 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I was in a t-shirt, and now it is, you can see my breath. Alrad 5686. You do have the market cornered on green Hondas at the moment. Yeah, that was a pretty good streak there. And I've broken it and started getting back to the side-by-sides. That was a lot of green Hondas back to back, and the one that I bought that wasn't green didn't make it to the channel. But yeah, I still have the parts bike. Honestly, with that one, I put it on Marketplace hoping to get some hits, and I got nothing. So honestly, I'm probably gonna, I put it online for like 300 bucks, and, you know, parts bike, get it out of here. So I'm probably gonna end up pulling the front bumper, the front rack, to save for future reference. There's a lot of Hondas I've passed on because they needed that stuff, and I just wasn't willing to pay what they were going for on eBay. They've restocked them now. Honda's restocked them to where they're available again. But for a little bit there, you could not buy one of those new. And new, they're like $250, which is, give or take, that's not bad for a brand new OEM part. But the used ones, it would be a beat used part, like just destroyed bumper, be 200 bucks. And so I wasn't doing that. So I'll probably save those parts, and then I'm honestly gonna scrap the rest of it. It is what it is. You know, the Honda, it's like they intentionally built really thin, cheesy bumpers. Rick Harford, 599 said, where do you order most of your parts from? So like if it's OEM, like if I'm buying any type of OEM part, it comes from Rocky Mountain. They're really good about it. Most of their parts prices are really good. Sometimes if it's something expensive, I will take that part number and I will punch it into eBay and see if I can get a cheaper new part. Because there are a lot of sellers, and I've been part of this myself, that you'll get online and you want to list some stuff for sale, but you know, you don't necessarily know what this is. You can list it by part number, and there you go. I buy my truck parts like that too. Like I can save a bunch of money getting on like O'Reilly's, and you search for like a Moog truck part, and you take that and you punch that part number in over on eBay, and what would have been 70 or 80 bucks at O'Reilly's, I get on eBay with a beat up box for like 30 bucks. Saves me a bunch of money. And then I will take and I buy a bunch off eBay. eBay's the way to go if you want to save the most money, and Amazon if I need speed. Because like, what did I buy? I'm trying to think. Oh, like, so the seat I bought for my wife's 420, you can buy them on Amazon, but they're like 100 bucks. And the shipping speed's not faster. But if you buy it on eBay, it is $70 or so. So you save 30 bucks just to wait a little bit for it. But Rocky Mountain's kind of my go-to for OEM stuff. That's what I ordered for this here. With the brakes locked up on it, they removed the pin that goes from the brake pedal to the Master, and it's kind of weird. I'm not sure how that works because there's like 2 plungers on the Master. And so I ordered all of that brake pin on Rocky Mountain, all that stuff, new OEM. And then the OEM Master cylinder was, it was like $350. And I was like, I don't like that. I'll buy a used one or something. And so I punched it in, and turns out there's a seller on eBay who had a brand new one, $200. Saved me a bunch of money. Big Tuna 007 said, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Oh, I missed one there. What do you look for in the marketplace ads to get the best results and profit? You kind of got to know your values a little bit. I think a lot of when you want the best result and profit, it all comes down to what you buy. So, and you got to be fast too. So spending a lot of time on marketplace to gauge what stuff's worth also matters. So like this one here, this is a perfect example. This Ranger 150, these are about $3,000 clapped out. They're about $4,000, like they're hard to find used cheap. So when it popped up online for $1,000, I said, hey, I'll head that way right now. Let's do this. So I knew immediately, all right, we're going to get it. Now I talked him down from 1,000 to 750. Yeah, because I tried for 500 on this one. And you got to know ahead of time what something's going to be worth. So like this Commander, a nice clean Commander on marketplace, you don't really see them for less than $5,000. Some of them will be on there for $6,500, but anything like 6,500 up, they just sit. Nobody's buying them. So that's what you got to really look for, you know. And I see people talk about selling these ones. This is my tax guy asked me to help him out and get his quad all fixed up. You see like these Foremans, I've heard of people selling them for like $2,000 or $3,000, but honestly, like I've never been able to get more than $1,200 out of one of these things. And in the shape, it's faded. It's a $1,000 quad. It's not worth a whole bunch. So all your profits come from when you buy something. Quick on Aim 2 said, hi, what's going on, man? Raptor Crazy, there you are. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Pretty good to see you too, man. Brittany said, hey, what's going on, Brittany? Coop does it, 7442. eBay and Amazon is back and forth good deals. I've yet to find stuff cheaper on Amazon than it is on eBay. But that being said, I can get something on a normal day, order it, and get it in 2 to 3 business days. Versus like eBay, some of these sellers suck. So I bought a new truck this past weekend. Sunday night, I bought new headlights, new taillights, grill, like a list of parts. Today is Wednesday, so everything should have shipped Monday. Now I got my headlights in today and my steering gearbox in today. My taillights haven't even shipped yet. Well, I think I actually finally shipped them when I messaged him. Chuck Alfaro said, hi, what's going on, man? Alred 5686, they do seem to get a lot more up north. Prices are crazy in cold weather areas. Yeah, I mean, some of that stuff seems like in the, I've thought of it a lot as it up north, they bring premiums, but now I'm starting to look at it. I think it's the northern metro areas bring a premium. As I started sitting and looking of everything I've bought over the past year or so, I don't go into Dallas. I don't go into Tulsa. I don't buy nothing. Well, I did buy something from Oklahoma City, but it was the outskirts of it. So like this one here, I think it was like 45 minutes south of Oklahoma City. Still the city in my opinion, but it was outskirts of the city. Twin Lights said, hello from Tennessee, what's going on? Top of the Hill Outdoors said, eBay is always cheaper. Yeah, for the most part, I think so too. I tried to sell on Amazon a little while back, and they do charge a ton of fees. And then their shipping of all that stuff, and the convenience and speed. So you're able to get more selling your part on there versus, I started zoning out. I started reading the next comment. Anyway, Amazon charges a lot more in fees. So like you can get on there and charge more for profit too, more per part, and get more profit out of it because the convenience you're providing to the customers that Amazon has done. They cornered the market. They really did. Moises Rotterdale's, oh man, I'm so bad with names. How come you don't do sport quads like Raptors and that? It's not that I won't. It has to be the right deal. In my area, sport quads don't sell. When I put my LTZ up for sale, it didn't sell. And I ended up selling it to a friend of mine. And when he decided he wanted to part ways with it, he had to post it in Dallas and met the dude like 2 hours away from here just to be able to sell it because the sport quads out here are cheap. Nobody's really riding them. And what are out here is genuinely, they're pretty clapped. Top of the hill outdoors, what do you is a good mid-range front shock for a 570? I just use stock on that because like unless you're spending the money to like go with like an Elka or something like that, I don't even know if they make those for the Ranger. A used stock shock, I don't know how much new OEM ones are. They probably sell them in like multiple pieces. But a good used stock shock is kind of the way to go. My hand is getting cold. I'm shaking. It's cold out here. Chuck Alfaro, do you buy in Kansas? Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't because I have no problem going that far north. And if you look at your like marketplace radius, there's a lot of times I come up like when I set it, because if you go to the computer, you can set it to 500 miles. And when I set it like that, I think I go all the way up to Kansas City, something like that. But I just never find nothing up there. I've been to Missouri a couple times now, but not Kansas yet. I will. Coop does it 7442. Yeah, typical 3 days to get something from eBay on average, unless the little guy in the rowboat coming across the ocean from China takes his sweet time. I know. You know what I think it is some of these sellers are like actually, they'll say it's shipping from US and then it comes like, I don't know, I guess they overnight it from China. I don't know. I have no idea how these dudes make any money on the shipping of all that stuff because I know when I was buying some parts for my Silverado, there's like the tailgate handle trim. And I mean, if you drive down the freeway, you'll see somebody and they're always missing. I managed to find those things for like $2 on eBay. So I don't know how they make money on that. I bought those for like $2 and some LED license plate lights for like $2. So, Jerry Isaac, these snozberries taste like snozberries. Yeah, I imagine so. Man of the Honda said, hey man, what's going on, man? And you know what? I think we can kind of get started on this giveaway. I kind of got it pulled up to begin with a little bit. Let me get this set up real quick. Add one winner. Show random names. Where is it where I put in? I don't remember. Add comment replies. Okay. Result settings. All right, y'all gonna have to give me a second to figure this out. Filter, yep, there we go. Super. So we're gonna do it both ways. One with a space, one without a space. All right. Let's scroll over here. Y'all know it's cold out here, so my hand's not very steady. All right. 5 plus 1 is 8. Now we go. Where's it at? And we're gonna go to right here. All right, let's see. Who's gonna win? Cody Thomas 9717. All righty. Are you on here? Heck yeah. All right, so I don't know if I can. I'll try to screenshot it, but I'll just leave it.